Good morning, folks. The reason I'm doing this one here is because I've had quite a few questions about the contract to the Treasury, and I've been answering the same question pretty much over and over again. Do we have to do the UCC 1s and 3s? No, absolutely not. With the contract with the Treasury, you're not going to do any tax documents at all. What you're going to do, except for, is the pay voucher. The pay voucher is the only IRS document that you're going to use, and I'm going to explain that. Okay, when you looked at page 2 of the contract that I showed here at the top, okay, you got the A, B, C, D, E. Okay, that right there is a list of all the tax documents that we used in the lien securities and the UCC 1s and 3s. We sent all that in with the contract to the Treasury. I guess I didn't make that clear enough. That's why I wanted to come on here and just make sure that everyone is aware. You're not going to have that. You're not going to add that to your contract. You're going to have, like here it says a final assessment and tender of instrument. You're going to have that. You're going to have, here it says 2015 Form 1040V pay voucher. You're going to have that. But you're not going to have the 1040 U.S. income tax return like I showed you. You're not going to have the 1040B or 1040 Schedule B, as in Bravo. You're going to have the claim of liens if you've done the conditional acceptance. If you're the $100 million guys, you're not going to have that. You're not going to have a claim of lien. You're just going to be monetizing the bond and turning it over to the Secretary of the Treasury. Here we got all the UCC 1s. F would be the F on here is the UCC 1 financing statement for each claim of lien, and Tennessee UCC 3, that's G, financing statement and assignment for each lien assigned. You're not going to have it. You're not going to have the Tennessee UCC 3 financing statement amendment. That was what we amended to make the assignment, okay? And here, instead of having the UCC 3 final statement amendment assignment, you're just going to have the assignment document. And in yours, you could say a combined. An assignment document combining all the claims of lien. And then we had the 1096 in here. We had the 1099As and 1099 OIDs. Okay? You're not going to have those in your documents. Okay? You're not going to have them. And this is why. Inside that document, your contract, you're going to put the language in there, something to the effect of, I hereby give the Secretary of the United States Treasury, Janet Yellen, power of attorney to create whatever she deems necessary to create the lien securities. Whatever she deems necessary to create the lien securities for collection. Put that language in the contract. Okay? That's what we were doing in prison 3 years ago. So all you trolls that are running in here and talking shit about filing the tax forms and the UCCs, that's not happening. You guys aren't even paying attention to what these videos are saying. You're so quick to blast them that you're looking like an ass. because you don't know what you're freaking talking about. When you're doing the contract the way I'm explaining it to you here in the last videos about the contract and this video here, you're not filing any UCCs. You're not filing any taxes. You're not filing a 1040V or a 1099 OID or a 1099A or any of those. All you're doing is giving them a pay voucher. Okay? And then you're telling the Secretary of the Treasury, basically, do whatever you need to do. I give you complete power of attorney to create whatever things you need to create so that you can create these lien securities and collect on them. Okay? When you don't hear from them in 45 days, you have a contract. And what that's going to mean is she's actually created... If it had anything to do with the OIDs, the 99As, and then the 96s and the 1040s and all that stuff, they did it. Okay? They did it. That's all it took. That's why we were doing this in the prisons, because we didn't have access to all these tax documents. So one of my homies came up to me and he said, hey, how do we do the contract with the Treasury? We don't have these tax documents. Well, let me think about it for a minute. The library hadn't even closed that day when I was going, hey, homie, this is what we're going to do. We're going to give them the power of attorney to do whatever they got to do. You don't even have to tell me. You can tell me if you'd like to. Hey, Janet Yellen. You have the power of attorney to do whatever it takes to create these lien securities. Oh, yeah, and by the way, send me directions. Send me the directions of how to do this so I can make your job easier the next time I do this. We didn't even do that. I don't care. I don't care how you create the lien securities. The contract's going to say that you're going to do it. If I don't hear from you in 45 days, then I know you did it. I don't need to be concerned with how you went about it. Just do it. That's what I wanted to talk about as far as the contract goes. I haven't got a lot of questions about the claims of lien. You guys pretty much got those. They're fairly easy to understand. It's reading, folks. It is reading. You want to get good at this? Read. You want to get good at this? Get a dictionary. Get a good dictionary. Get a legal dictionary. Understand what it is that these words are saying. If you take for instance, you take the offer. I don't care what the offer is. I don't care who it's from. I can look at a one-page letter. It doesn't even have a whole page. And I can look at the words in there that are used to totally tear their document to pieces. Because the people that are writing these letters have no idea about the English language that they're using. For instance, they send you a letter from the IRS. It's in the all caps name. My cousin was on here and he got hit from the state of Iowa. He's a private contractor and they're wanting him to pay unemployment contributions. They called it contributions and taxes all in the same document. He said, wait a minute, what are they, taxes or are they contribution? Well, they're both the same. A tax is a contribution. But they put his name because his business has the name. And then he put his family name and his first name and his second name, in all caps. So who are we talking about here? Are we talking about his business that carries his name, or the all caps name, or are we talking about his all caps name with his family name first? And then you read down in it, and it says you, and then it says your, and us, and we. Who the hell are you talking about? Who's the real party in interest? That's the first thing you can do on most every offer that you get sent. Who's the real party? I'm confused. I'm confused as to who the real party in interest is. The rest of it's the language. Most people think I got a pretty good handle on what the English language is and what words mean. Most people don't. Get a dictionary. Let me put it this way. If you think you know what a word means, 90% of the time you're probably wrong, or you're not that accurate. Read it. Read it. Take every word of the document and look up every single word. A lot of them you're going to know what they mean. A lot of them you're going to know partially what they mean. And some of them they're going to totally use out of context. That's the easiest way to tear an offer up. And then you use that, in your facts. I'm going to briefly talk about this screwed up letter that you sent me. That I'm confused about. I'm confused, and you are too, about who owes the taxes. Well, wait a minute, am I a taxpayer? Because that's what they said to him. They call him a taxpayer. Sir, which is an English title. What's going on here? That's mostly what people get messed up on. But I wanted to come and touch on that because I've answered quite a few emails about the contracts. That's generally the way that it goes. So I like to come back and read, make another one kind of explaining that stuff. Save me a little time and save you a little time. But remember, folks, if you're doing this, like the way I'm telling you or advising you or suggesting to you how I would do it, think about that. If you do it like this, they're not going to be able to they're not going to be able to do to you like they did to me. There's some clown on there going, well, you gotta, I know what he did. He did some research and he found out, he read the letter. If you Google the name, Christopher Allen Hauser, the first thing you're going to get is a media story, and it's going to explain. They got A-L-L-E-N instead of A-L-A-N. So who was really charged? Who was really allegedly charged? And they go through there and they talk about they filed liens. We didn't file liens. They never showed a lien in the trial at all. They showed a UCC1 financing statement, and Google's will tell you that it's not a lien. Even Google's knows that, you boneheads that want to argue this thing you found on the internet about what happened. You're totally clueless to what really went down. No liens were filed in Davidson County. No liens at all. Matter of fact, the so-called judge even said they weren't liens. You're getting your information from the media who got it from the police. And we know the media and the police, they don't lie, do they? So, but I know what you are. You're a troll, is what you are. You're going to get on there and you're going to put up some shit. You've done very little investigating at all into this. And put up some shit to get a reaction. That's okay. I have fun with y'all. I do. Every time I challenge you, it ain't nothing but crickets. You're scared little bunnies is what you are. You get in here and talk shit. You won't even use your real name. Use your real name. You're going to get in here and talk shit. Make false accusations, slanderous accusations. Put your address up there. Use your real name. I do. You don't because you're freaking scared. You're scared little bunny rabbits scattered out by your pimps, your guru pimps. Or you are a guru pimp, scared little bunny rabbit. But, thank y'all. I'm not going to rant too much about it, but I got to throw it in there every once in a while. Y'all have a blessed first day of the week.